Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Tanaya Layla and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So y'all, I'm gonna be transparent today. I've been meaning to make this video honestly since last week. God put it on my heart, but I just wanted to be transparent with you guys because I feel like a lot of the stuff I go through or the way I feel, a lot of you guys can relate. So I'm like, why not make a video about this? And as you can see in the title, I will be talking about how God is everything you need, especially in your season of isolation, especially when you feel like, you're just living life. And you know what? Let me just get to the nitty gritty and just get into really why I'm making this video. So guys, I'm gonna just be transparent. Lately, I feel like I've been kind of getting closer to God, but also not just getting closer to God. God has kind of isolated me in a way, and not a bad way, but in a way of just, I've been seeing a lot of growth. But not only that, I feel that, I don't know, sometimes when God has his hand on your life is just different. Like, that's just what it is. Your life is different. Your life is not your own, and you know that. But lately, I don't know, I've been just feeling a way. I'm like, God, I kind of feel like, how do I put it to the words? I kind of feel like even when I'm around people, or I just feel like nobody really understands. You get what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel misunderstood in a way. And I know I did make a video about this, but y'all, I want y'all to understand, because I know it's not just me. And I'm speaking to the people, whoever this is for, this is for. If this is for you, continue to watch this video, because this is your word. But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I just, anytime I talk to anyone, I feel like, and I wouldn't even just say anyone, but right now, currently, I feel like God is the only one who understands me in this moment. God is the only one who understands me. When I'm feeling a way, God has made me, for some reason, I don't know if I've just been made to like give to people, give, and be there for others, but like don't really have nobody to be there for me to understand like really what I'm going through. And I feel like that's okay, but in a way, sometimes it can be not feeling so well. Like, sometimes you just need a person to say like, hey, how are you? How's your day? How's everything going? But I noticed that I don't really always have that in my life. And I feel like that's okay. I wouldn't even say that's okay, but God has been teaching me in the times where you feel like nobody understands you, and the times you feel like no one is really here for you for real, and no, you're not being heard, you're not really, like, no one is really hearing what you're saying. Like, I can talk to somebody and tell them like, hey, this is how I feel, but they just don't really understand. Like, nobody can really understand how I feel but God. And I had to learn that nobody knows me better than God, and what better person than to talk to the most in my day-to-day basis, in my day-to-day life, than God. And so I kind of had to make a realization of being okay with that. I know I'm not the only one, because sometimes when you're misunderstood, you go through a lot of things. A lot of people don't understand you, and you just go through I wouldn't even say unnecessary things. Like, God have you going through different situations and different circumstances so you can help others and help others through what they're going through. And so that's why I wanted to make the video with you guys, because I just feel like when you feel like nobody can understand where you're at, nobody can understand what you're trying to tell them, especially if you're telling them what you're going through. Because it's a lot of times, like on certain days, I feel like I can't even put how I feel into words, so I just write it down. And that's why I really recommend you guys to start journaling, because I feel like journaling really helped me, and also just talking to God audibly, because I don't know, like, I just, like, it can be kind of like, I wouldn't even say sad, it can be like a irritation to feel like, hey, like, I just kind of feel like I'm alone in a way. And you can have people, like, it can be something as if like you can be in a room full of people and you still feel like, dang, like, God, you're the only one who understands me. And I'm a very outgoing person, so I feel like this is not, I know this word is like, I know what I'm saying and what I'm telling you guys is for the people who it's for. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've had people in my life, I have friendships, I've had, you know, I've had different people in my life, and I'm not even really talking about like friendship. I'm not even talking about friendships at all. Like, I'm talking about more someone understanding who you truly are, your authentic self, and knowing, hey, but I noticed that, like I said, my life is not my own, as well as you guys, your life is not your own. And sometimes, and when God is putting you in a season of isolation, let me say that when God is putting you in a season of isolation, you're sometimes going to feel alone, because God is growing you in that area, in areas that you need fixing in and deliverance. And God is also growing you to be the better person before he sends you out to your destiny, purpose, and your destined place that God has for you. And I feel like the pruning of it all, it sometimes doesn't feel good, because I'm like, dang, God, like sometimes I wish, you know, I have people to check on me, like not me just always being there for people and no one's been there for me. But I noticed that I've been learning a lot during this time. As I'm spending time with God, as I'm taking this time to really be under God's presence, I'm learning that God is really all I need. The love of God is so peaceful and so beautiful that in this time, some days I may not be happy. Like, some days I may not be happy. Some days I may not feel like doing anything. Some days I may not feel like getting out of bed. But I feel like during all this time, I don't fully feel like, it's been times where I felt like I'm alone, but I know I'm not alone. And now I'm finally understanding it. You guys know when God takes you through certain circumstances or just different things in your life, and he's showing you, hey, this is what I'm taking you through for this. This is why you're going through this. Well, I'm learning that I finally get it. Like, I finally understand now. I finally get that I don't care who's in my life, I don't care who leaves, I don't care who stays. Right now I'm at the point where as long as I have God, I'm actually good. And I'm thanking God for everything, but I'm also thanking God that I'm learning this, because I'm learning to be happy with being alone. Like, I'm learning to be happy with being under God's presence and appreciating this time, because God was just also letting me know, like, hey, you know, you're going to appreciate the times now. Like, you're going to really miss these times, because what about when your life start back picking up and you're just really, really busy? Like, you don't have time. You get what I'm saying? You don't have as much time as you y'all, my necklace is coming off. You don't have much as time as you had before. So I'm just appreciating the time that God is giving me, and just the pruning of it all, because I've low-key like grown in a way, high-key, okay, high-key grown. And also, okay, sorry y'all, basically what I was saying is, I'm so sorry, it was my necklace, but I was basically saying I've grown and I've seen a tremendous change in my life as I get closer to God. God is blessing me. God is showing me different areas that I needed work in, and I feel like I've even went back to things that I've accomplished or created before. Now, I started a book, guys, and I'm gonna share this with you guys just because I feel like this will help. I've wrote a book when I was 18 and I didn't finish it, but just this past week I went back to writing more in that book, and just going through, like, the book is definitely going to help a lot of people, I know that. And so I just feel like God was downloading so many ideas. God was just allowing me to like talk to me and write down, like, okay, write down this and write down that, and, you know, say what you've been through and say that. All these different ideas that I had, I wrote it onto paper, and I went back to what I created before. And so I'm just thanking God. And I want you guys to know, sometimes when you're in your season of isolation, it's going to feel like nobody understands you. It's going to feel like you don't really have nobody. But you have to know that you do have someone. Even if you feel like you don't have no one in this time, you have God. And I feel like as long as you have God, that's all that really matters. And I wanted to be transparent because I know I'm not the only one dealing with this. Like, I feel like even during this time, this is really a sensitive time right now. Not even a sensitive time. This is a crucial time where everyone is kind of getting serious and have so many things going on in your life, and sometimes you can get so distracted where you leave no room for God. You leave no room to spend time with Jesus. You leave no room to make those steps to grow your relationship with him. And I feel like this is important, and I'm glad I'm learning this before I get back busy, because in a couple of months I'm gonna be really busy, and I have to know, hey, these seasons of this season of isolation is doing nothing but growing me, showing me nothing but all I need is God. And as long as I have God, I don't care who leaves, who goes, who stays. I really, it doesn't impact me anyway. Why? Because I have God. And as long as I have God in my life to root me, support me, whatever I need, as long as God is there, and God will always be there. What did he say in his word? He would never leave or forsake us. So I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. I know in the beginning of the video it was a little, because I was trying to put what I was saying into words for you guys to really understand. And sometimes some things is just annoying. Some things you can catch my drift of what I'm saying, because if you're going through this, you understand exactly what I'm saying. It's going to hit the hammer on the nail. Like, yes, this is what I needed to hear. Like, I feel this way because, I don't know, I feel like my whole life I've kind of been misunderstood. I'm an extrovert. I'm very outgoing. And you can meet so many people, and that's amazing. But what I mean by being misunderstood is something that can't even be explained. It's something of having people in your, like, I wouldn't even say, like, meeting so many people, being friends with different people, even if you have a relationship, things like that, but you feel like, well, if you have a relationship with the wrong person, but even during that time, you just feel misunderstood. And like I said, when God has his hand on your life, you're going to be different. You're going to be set apart from the world. You're going to feel like you're just very much, like I said, different. So I'm learning to accept that. Like, I'm learning to embrace that. And I feel like I'm finding happiness. And honestly, I'm finding joy. Because one thing I learned, happiness is based on circumstances and with your situations. Joy is having, joy whenever you're going through, whatever you're going through, wherever you're at, it doesn't matter, because you have joy. And I want the joy of God. I want when people see me, wow, I see the presence of God on her. Like, wow, I can feel, not see the presence, but I can feel the presence of God on her. I just feel a peace. You know what I'm saying? So I really am learning to really cling to God in this time of me needing God the most, because I feel like when you need God the most, that's the crucial time to really build your relationship even more. And I'm learning that I've appreciated this. I finally understand. I feel like before I didn't understand, but that's why God took me through everything, so he can know, listen, all you need is me. So don't forget me when I take you to where I want you to go. Because, hey, I've been with you through the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, whatever. Like, I've been through you with everything. And I will be a testimony and a testament that God has never leaving or forsaken me. He has did exactly what he said he's going to do. And he just, even when I feel like others have just did me bold or, think, God has never did me wrong. God has never rubbed me the wrong way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm really appreciating this time with God, because I really love God. When you really have a true love of God, you enjoy being under God's presence. You honestly, you're just like, I enjoy the time with you the most. So I just want to encourage you guys. I really hope this video helps. I hope this is all making sense, but like I said, I know this video is for the right people, and who is for, but this is for you. I want you to know this is for you. This is encouragement for you that you are not alone, and in your season of isolation, it's going to be lonely. I'm gonna just be truthful. It's going to be lonely, but it's okay, because you're not alone. You have God. So get happy, get glad. Get happy, get glad. Don't feel sad. Just get happy and know that God is here with me, and that's all I need. Okay, I love you guys. God bless you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and definitely put post notifications on for my next video. that I will be releasing. But as I want to say again, I appreciate all the love, all the support. I really appreciate you guys, and just be ready for the next video. Bye.